Because of the Badger fire, officials had to put closures into place in the surrounding areas, and those closures impacted a pretty big portion of Game Management Unit 54.
A lot of the Management Unit 54 is included in the area closure for the Badger fire, and so within that closure area, there's no hunting allowed.
The Sawtooth National Forest's closure is in effect for all of the Forest Service land east of Rock Creek Canyon and Deadline Ridge, all the way to the easternmost forest boundary.
It's a total closure. That means you can't get into that closure area in a vehicle, in a side-by-side, or even walking in.
Fish and Game has issued hundreds of tags to big game hunters for Game Management Unit 54.
Unit 54 is very popular, especially because it's close to hunters that live in the Magic Valley. But it also has a history of producing very large animals. The elk hunts down there are considered some of the best in the state.
Scott Houts hunts in Unit 54 every year. He says he's disappointed he has to switch locations this year, but understands the reason behind the closure.
I think we were all a little disappointed when the fire started, but at this point it's just letting things calm down. Everybody's a little bit worried about what's happened. We don't know, what's been taken out of there already with the fire. So it's time to just kind of back out and let things calm down, I think.
There are still areas in Unit 54 that are still open, but...
So it does definitely limit the areas in which people with tags for 54 can go hunting.
For resident hunters like Scott, they have the option of exchanging their tag for another location, getting a refund and buying a new one, or rain checking their tag.
What that does is that allows the hunter to basically transfer a 2020 tag forward until 2021.
Non-resident hunters have many of the same options that resident hunters do. They just aren't given the option to buy a new tag. In Twin Falls, Natasha Williams, Idaho News 6.